All right, today is going to be a very good subject. It's going to be why every relationship you got in eventually fizzled out. Because a lot of guys are not aware, especially those who feel like they got blindsided by a woman. And it's like they think like, well, everything was going well, according to them. And then the woman decides to either break up with them or stop dating or stop talking to them. So I'll give you a few points and I'll develop a bit on each of those points. So the number one thing, the first thing that I'm going to tell you is there's a good chance you gave her everything. So that means that, you see, in a relationship, the whole goal is that you guys eventually you build something together. You have projects. There's something to look forward to. But what happens is that, especially when you're a guy that unfortunately you have no drive, no ambition, all you do is, I don't know, you play video games or you like to just like drink or enjoy leisure. What's going to happen is that those guys, they tend to not have a lot to offer to a woman. So what's going to happen is, even if she finds you very attractive in the beginning, or funny, or charming, or whatever, what's going to happen is that eventually she'll see that that's the end of it. The roll is over. The Cardinal roll is over. There's no more toilet paper. I was saying opposite. Yeah, there's no more toilet paper. It's over. So the thing is, what's going to happen is, well, she needs to get a new toilet paper. So the thing is, with what I just said, is that if you don't have much going for yourself and you're not growing, you're not evolving, well, the woman's going to get bored. The woman's going to be like, well, what am I doing here? Because a woman that actually wants to be with a solid man, she wants to be led. She wants to know what's going to be the next move. It's you. It's up to you to decide that. But if all you have is, all I do is play video games, all I do is smoke weed, I don't have a stable job, I don't know what I want to do in my life, well, she's going to feel very lost with you and even scared. And because of that, well, it's going to fizzle out. It's going to fizzle out. And in today's society, in 2026, women don't even need to get into a relationship with a guy to see that it would not go anywhere. Like, women have gotten more rootless than ever and are more aware. And sometimes when I say they're more aware, it's not like they're aware of what I'm saying directly. It's their brain, the way they function. They filter out men to a whole other level in comparison to back in the days. So because of that, like when she has the feeling that you gave her everything, it's over. It's over. And even if you would have more to give, if she thinks you gave everything and there's nothing else that's going to come along, she's going to exit. She's going to end it and it's over. And of course, it's a combination of other things. Like if you have more to give and she didn't get to see it, which can also happen. I'll be honest, some women are dumb. Okay? Those are the bad women. Those are the toxic women. Some women are impatient, and if they feel like the man is not giving enough to their standards, like fast enough, they're gonna exit, but that's their loss. That's not your problem. A woman like that, you want her to exit. She just showed you that she's just there to take from you and that she doesn't want to add value to the relationship. But if legit, she sees that, okay, this is not going anywhere, or he keeps promising things that he can't keep up with, well, she's gonna exit, man. Even if the girl's really good, she can love you really hard. It's like, at a certain point, it's like, I gotta get on with my life. Now the second point is, and it can go and tie with the first one, is you gave too fast. So we just talked about the guy that gave everything, meaning like he has nothing else to offer to the woman, okay? Regardless of if it's experience, if it's like making a family, like the woman feels like, okay, he gave everything. Well, there's the other side of it, is a guy that has a lot to offer, but because he's desperate and because he doesn't want to lose a woman, or because he feels like he needs to attract her with everything he can offer, well, he gives everything too fast. So we're talking about the guy who's gonna like take the woman out on the first date that like costs like 500 to 1K. Yes, some guys do that. Okay, some guys will literally do that, and they'll literally like blow their money away. Okay, and even men that do have a lot of money, they'll still lead with money and be like, oh, look at everything I can offer you, so like you should be with me. Well, that will also turn her off, because it's like you seem too easy. It's like she didn't even have to work for it. She didn't even have to show you who she truly is for you to dish out everything like that. So you're out. She might sleep with you, she might entertain you a bit, but she'll find another guy. You'll be that like safeguard. You'll be like that safety net. Oh, if I ever need a guy to pay my bills, I know he's there. That's what you are at that stage. So you got to be very, very careful with the pace at which you invest in a woman. And I'll be honest with you. You can practically be cheap with a woman, and a woman will actually still be by your side if you're actually a man of value and that you're going somewhere. But you can actually be very cheap. And when I say very cheap, I'm not saying dirt cheap, like you treat her like shit and you never do anything for her, or you let her do all the heavy lifting, in a sense that like you invest zero. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like you don't even need, like when you're trying to get to know a woman or you're vetting her, you don't even need to take her out on dates, like on restaurant dates, or like super expensive stuff. You can keep it super simple, and at a very slow pace too if you want. Some guys are like, the insecure, they're gonna be like, oh, but she's gonna leave me, because she's gonna be like, oh, well, there's another guy that's gonna give me more. Not if she really, really wants you. If she really wants you, she will be patient. She's aware that, okay, this guy does not just give like that to any random bitch. That's what you're projecting to her. She's gonna be like, okay, if I want this guy to put more effort, and by the way, I'm saying this, a good lady won't really think like that. A good lady, she'll just go with the flow with you. She'll invest, you invest gradually. You get to know each other at an intimate level, and everything's gonna flow normally. Because I'll be honest, if a woman in her head is like, oh, I'm gonna have to put more effort if I want him to invest more in me, be careful, man. Because that sounds transactional right there. Why would you have to feel forced like, oh, this guy, I'm gonna have to put more effort? You should just be happy to put more effort for that guy if you really want him. So that's why you must have discernment. Now somebody's gonna say like, okay, well, how can I tell that a woman would be the kind that's like, oh, I'm gonna have to put more effort? Just watch her behavior. You're gonna see. Because these women that are gonna put more efforts for a specific guy, but with a bad intention of just trying to like get him to invest more so she can have control of him, you're gonna see that it's gonna feel forced the way she's gonna like try to do things for you. You're gonna sense that like you're not doing this because you really, really are down for me. You just see what I can provide for you, but you're not really there for me. And that's a big difference. When a woman's actually there for you, there's a huge difference in the dynamic. It's completely different. It's light. When the woman's there to like, okay, because he has a nice car, he has a nice job, I know he has a lot of money, or he has something that's going to be coming along that's very enticing, you're going to see she's going to make those moves just to secure you for those things. So that's point number 2. 3, well, there's no challenge. There's nothing to fight for. Now, when I say challenge, I'm not saying like challenge in a way that like you're playing hard to get, meaning you flake on her, you don't call her, or and I'm talking like you're actually dating, not in the beginning phases. Because in the beginning phases, like people don't really call anymore right away. But it's just to say, that's another subject. But it's just to say, let's say you two are on a talking basis on the phone as well. You purposely don't answer her phone calls to make it seem like you're mysterious. I'm not talking about that, okay? Not these kind of challenges. What I mean is you're able to be the real version of yourself that's able to say no when you actually feel like saying no, and you say yes when you feel like saying yes. So what that means is she will have to face tribulations with you. Not crazy ones, but in the sense that she'll have to see that with you, you don't always get what you want. You get what you need, but you don't always get what you want. Once you're able to be like that, oh my man, that woman, she'll be like, okay, this is a solid guy. He has backbone. But if you're always saying, oh yes, whatever you want, just tell me what it is. I'm always there. Don't worry. Forget it. She's going to forget you real quick. Because now she's the one leading the relationship. You're just a puppy dog. Literally. Doormat. Straight up. Now, point number 4. You don't evolve. You even regressed as a man, which often happens with men that get in relationships most of the time. Most men, once they have the girl, they stop leveling up. Because they're like, oh, I got her. So now they're like, oh, I can just cruise. You can never cruise, my man. You can never cruise. You want to know my advice? As a man, when you get the girl that you want, or you get a beautiful lady that respects you and really is by your side, my advice for you, you should double down on evolving yourself as if you're trying to attract more women. And this is where I'm going to tell you, you got to shove to the side any woman that once she has you, and let's say you have that drive to still level up, you got to shove any woman that's going to be like, oh, why do you go to the gym so much? Why do you work so hard? All right, you're good enough like this. She's trying to control you, bro. She's trying to keep you at the same level, even sometimes make you regress because she knows you're attractive to other women. She doesn't want to have that competition. Which, by the way, if she's secure enough, I'm not saying 100% secure enough. If she's secure enough, she's going to know that, look, you chose her, and that if he fucks up with you as a woman, that it's his loss. Because you could leave, right? If he cheats on you or if he decides to go see elsewhere. But no, most women, they try to control the man, make him look more soft, become the teddy bear. And then what happens is, as he becomes the teddy bear, suddenly it's like, you're not the man I used to know. You're not the man I started dating in the beginning. Well, yeah, you changed him. He allowed himself. That's why, you see, I say man take the responsibility. The man allowed the woman to change him. I'll never say the woman changed him. The man allowed the woman to change him. Because if you're a real man, nobody tells you what to do. No woman has the power to change you. Only yourself, you can allow someone to change who you really are at the core. So you got to remember that one. Now, the last point I'm going to bring on that video is you gave no room to breed to the woman. So it's pretty straightforward. It's that you got into a relationship, and by the way, that last point, it's a savage one, because you could be a man with ambition, a man leveling up in all aspects of your life. Well, guess what? If you're killing it in life, you'll have more and more time for yourself. Meaning, you'll be able to realize that, oh shit, I'm killing it left and right. I can allow myself more leisure. The problem is that if you become so good at your system for yourself, with your projects, your fitness, just life in general, what's going to happen is that you're going to have more time to also spend with the woman that you love. The thing is that if you go overboard, instead of maybe spending more time with your family, your friends, and you always want to spend time with her, always bring her on nice vacations, she's going to get bored still. Because life's going to feel too easy. She's going to feel like, okay, like, I got him. He's always there for me. He's mine. And that's why you see a lot of guys, they don't understand that. When they say, like, she can never feel like she totally got you, it's like, what do you mean? Like, that means I can't be her boyfriend? No, it doesn't mean that. Yes, you can be her boyfriend, you can be her husband, fiance, whatever. But she has to feel like, I wish I could have him with me a little bit more. You see what I'm saying? Or much more, but she can, that's what it means by she can never fully have you. Meaning, like that, she snaps her finger and you're there. Why do you think often, and even I get that feeling, I would get that feeling when I would go on vacation and I would spend like a week or two with a woman. And by the way, I hate like going out on vacation, going for vacation for 2 weeks. Like me, after 1 week, I want to be back home. Like me, honestly, my best vacations are 3-4 days. More than that, I'm like, get the fuck out. I want to be back at my routine, trainings, everything else. I do not care. I want to get back to my life. But what I'm trying to say is that when I would spend 2 weeks on vacation, sometimes with a woman, when I came back, I wanted space. Well, guess what? A lot of women, when they go on a super nice trip with a man, super romantic every night, the flowers, the massage, everything, you know, like just like you see probably on Instagram, okay? Like the dream that you see. And then when they come back from vacation, the woman pulls away. Or at least the guy feels like she's pulling away. Yeah, because she got her dose. You pretty much pampered her for like a whole week. She had enough. She had enough. Now, it doesn't mean she wants to dump you. But yes, if you keep pressuring her and be like, oh, what's wrong, baby? Like, we had such a good week. Like, on vacation, why are you being like that? You're going to lose her. She's asking you to breed. Like, it doesn't mean she doesn't want any more. It's just she needs to, like, assimilate the moment, the emotions, the intensity. And when she does, and you're doing your stuff, she's going to come running after you because she's going to be like, oh my God, I want that sweetness again from him. But you have to know how to do the brakes, gas pedal, brakes, gas pedal. Guys don't know how to do that. All they know to do is go, 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 go. And it's like you burn out. Maybe you don't burn out, but she does. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If yes, you can leave a like. You can maybe see in the comments mistakes that you've done in the past. And don't forget to subscribe, like that you won't miss the future videos. And I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.